Hi guys, and welcome to another follow along workout. Today I'm going to take you through 15 minutes of whole body strength. We're going to start with a 4-minute warm-up followed by a 9-minute main circuit, and then finishing off with some stretches at the end to work on your flexibility. Now, the exercises I've given you today really focus on toning your muscles and also building up strength and endurance. We're going to slow things down and really focus on moving with good solid technique. All right, so let's get straight into it. So for warm-up today, we have 4 different exercises. We're going to do 30 seconds of each exercise twice through for a total of 4 minutes. Exercise number 1 is a breakdown burpee. So we're going to come to the top of our mat, feet nice and wide, reaching up with those fingertips, bringing the hands down in between the feet, stepping out to plank, stepping back in, keeping those feet and knees nice and wide, and then standing up at the top, making sure you squeeze that bottom. All right, exercise number 2 is a tabletop march. So we're going to come down onto our mat here. You have 2 options to place your hands behind you. So either palms down, fingers pointing back, or if you do feel any discomfort in your wrists, you're going to come into knuckles. So placing your feet flat in front of you, we're going to squeeze the bottom, lift the hips until we come to horizontal. We're kicking out one shin, bringing it back down to the ground, and then kicking out with the other leg, making sure you really draw your belly button in so we don't overactivate the lower back, and rolling the shoulders back, pushing the chest up to the sky. All right, exercise number 3 is hip openers. So we're going to stand with our feet together here, hands in front. We're going to bring one knee up to the chest, circle back behind you, really squeezing the bottom to bring the knee back, coming back down to standing with that foot, and then going on the opposite side. And exercise number 4 today is groin mobility. So we're going to step the feet out nice and wide here, bending one knee, hands on the inside of our legs, changing sides, making sure the hips are nice and low and the chest is nice and high. So there are your 4 exercises. Remember, I'm your timekeeper, so try and keep up with me. Let's kick it off with exercise number 1, breakdown burpees in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Reaching up, hands in between your feet, stepping out to plank. Make sure you stand up nice and tall at the top, really squeeze your bottom to activate those glutes. Remember to keep your plank nice and strong, pressing fingertips down into the ground, removing any pressure from your wrists. Drawing that belly button in, nice strong core. Getting ready to change in 3, 2, 1. All right, coming down into tabletop. Remember, you have the option to come onto knuckles, really squeezing the bottom to lift the hips. And I want you to really press through the heels here. So the more you can press through the heels, the more you're going to be activating the glutes. Roll those shoulders back, pressing the chest up to the sky. So this is a great exercise to also open up the upper body. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, standing up, coming into our hip openers. So trying to get that knee up nice and high, draw a big circle all the way to the back. I want you to feel your bottom activate and squeeze as you pull your knee back. And also keep that core nice and tight to keep these movements nice and controlled. That's it, a few more reps here. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming into groin mobility. So really making sure your hands are on the inside of your knees. So spread your knees out nice and wide. We really want to focus on opening up the hip joint here, feeling that stretch through the groin. You might feel it in the hamstrings as well. Keep your chest up nice and proud. And if it helps, you can stay right up onto Spider-Man fingertips to keep your upper body upright. Good job. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming back into breakdown burpees. Get those feet nice and wide. Remember, as you step in from your plank, try and step through your heels so that we're activating the back chain, your hamstrings and glutes as you stand up. Nice big reach at the top. 3, 2, 1. All right, rolling over, coming into our tabletop march. So keep those hips lifted, pressing through the heel. drawing the belly button in, trying to lengthen through your lower back. So you shouldn't be activating your lower back muscles here. We should be activating the glutes. Try and roll the shoulders back, press the chest up. 3, 2, 1. All right, standing up, coming into our hip openers. So getting that knee up nice and high. Let's see if you can draw even bigger circles here. So really getting that knee back, squeezing the glute. So thinking of your posture as well, I want you to roll those shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, standing proud. 3, 2, 1. All right, last exercise here, coming into our hip mobility. Keeping that chest tall, trying to lower your hips all the way to your heel. Spread those knees nice and wide. Last couple reps here. 3, 2, 1, and that's time. All right, go grab a drink if you need it, and I'm going to take you through our main circuit. We have 5 different exercises today. We're going to do 30 seconds of each exercise with no rest in between. We're going to do this circuit 3 times through, and I'm going to give you a rest at the end of each circuit to re-energize and regroup and get you ready for the next circuit coming. All right, so let's go through exercise number 1. This is a slow push-up pop. So we're going to come down onto the mat. I'm going to show you the hardest variation first, and then we're going to modify down to the easiest. So you're going to come into plank, fingertips pressing down into the ground. We're lowering down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pushing up nice and strong. Now, if that one's a bit too hard for you, you're going to drop down to knees, lowering down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw that belly button in, pushing up nice and strong. And again, if you want to go a little bit easier again, we're going to lower down halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pushing up. All right, exercise number 2 is a side to side squat pulse. So we're going to come into a low squat here, feet together. We're going to pulse, step it out nice and wide, pulse, come back to the center, and then stepping out to the other side. So notice how my hips are nice and low here. We're doing a little pulse every time we step our foot out or in. All right, next exercise, exercise number 3 is a plank knee slide. We're going to come back into that plank position. You're going to bring knee to elbow, down to wrist, back up to elbow, and then back to plank. Changing sides, elbow, wrist, elbow, back to plank. If that one's a bit too tricky, we're just going to go knee to elbow here. All right, exercise number 4 is a hip lift squeeze. So we're going to lie down for this one. Bending the knees, make sure the feet are flat on the floor, hip width apart, arms are down by your side. We're going to draw the belly button in, flatten the lower back onto the ground, squeeze your bottom to lift the hips. Really make sure you're activating the core, so we're not over-activating the lower back here. Squeeze the knees out, in, and then slowly lowering down again. So remember, slow and controlled. And our last exercise continues on the ground. We're going to do hundreds. So this time we're lying down. I'm going to give you 3 variations here. So either feet flat on the ground. We're slowly going to roll up so the shoulders and the upper back are off the ground, pulsing the hands. Or you can do it in tabletop position, so making sure the shins are parallel with the ground, again pulsing, shoulders and upper back off the ground. Or hardest variation, you're going to straighten out the legs, make sure your lower back is glued down to the ground, lower down as far as you can, and pulsing here. All right, so there's your circuit. Remember, you get a 30-second rest at the end of each circuit, and we're going to do this 3 times through. All right, let's get ready to start with exercise number 1. I'm going to start on my knees. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your belly button lifted as you press up. So lower down nice and slowly. Belly button in. So it's always good to start this exercise on your knees, making sure you're doing good technique. If you feel like it's a little bit too easy, then you can go up onto toes. Or remember, you also have the option to go down halfway and then push up nice and strong. So the main thing here is to draw the belly button in nice and strong. Fingertips pressing down into your mat. 3, 2, 1. All right, standing up, coming into that side to side squat pulse. So pulsing every time we step the foot out or in. Keep the hips low, and I really want you to press through the heels here. That's going to help to activate those glutes and also keep any pressure out of the knees. That's it, chest up tall. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming down into plank knee slides. So keep it slow and controlled. Knee goes to elbow, down to wrist, up to elbow and back. If you can't do this full variation, we're just going elbow to knee. That's it, hold it strong, fingertips pressing down, belly button in. 3, 2, 1. All right, rolling over, coming into the hip lifts now. So arms by your side, lift up, squeeze out at the top, bring them back in and down to the ground. So really focus on squeezing your bottom here and also drawing your belly button in. So we want to lengthen through the lower back. We should be just activating the glutes here. Really pressing through the heels. 3, 2, 1. All right, straight into hundreds. So choose your variation, either feet on the floor in tabletop or legs outstretched. With whatever option you are doing here, make sure your lower back is glued down to the ground, shoulders and upper back lifted as much as you can, looking forward. That's it, nice big pulses with those arms. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, good job. 30-second rest here. If you need to, grab a sip of water. Remember, small sip so it's not gurgling in your stomach. We're going to get ready for our second round here. So we're coming back into that slow push-up pop. Now with this exercise, remember, no saggy back. So if you need to, come into that kneeling variation, keep it nice and strong. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep your neck nice and long here. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your head up, looking up nice and proud. Lower down slow and then try and pop up fast. Your belly button should be the first thing to lift up. Keep that core switched on. At any stage, if you need to drop down to the easier variation, that is completely fine. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, changing now, coming into our side to side squat pulses. Keeping the hips low here. Chest up proud, roll those shoulders back. Weight through your heels. See if you can pulse even lower for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what a leg burn. All right, coming into those plank knee slides. Slide down, up and back. Now the up phase is really important with this exercise. So from the wrist up to the elbow and back. Again, you can do just knee to elbows here, or even holding plank hold or on your knees. Stay with me, that's it, keep it up. 3, 2, 1. All right, rolling over. Coming into our hip lifts here. Pushing through the heels. Squeeze out with the knees. Really draw the belly button in at the top. I want you to feel those glutes firing and your lower back relaxed. Catch your breath here. Good, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming into hundreds, so choose your variation. Keeping the shoulders and upper back rolled up. See if you can crunch even more with the abs. Pulsing those arms. Try and breathe in for a count of 5, out for a count of 5. Good, keep it up. Last few reps. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, good job, guys. We only have one more round to go. Bit of a rest here, regroup. See if you can be nice and tall with the chest here. Get that air in. I always say, if you're struggling to catch your breath, remember to breathe out, empty your lungs, allow all of that fresh air to come in. So big breath out. That's it. Good, all right, let's get ready to smash this out. We're coming into our push-up pop here. 3, 2, 1. Lowering down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop it up. So keep it nice and strong with your upper body. I want you to draw those shoulders away from your ears, long neck, looking up at the top of your mat. Draw your belly button in. Squeeze your bottom. Remember, at any point you need to drop down to the modified variation. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, coming to our side-to-side squat pulses here. Keep the hips low. See if you can really sit the bottom back. If you want to try and sit back a little bit deeper, arms outstretched in front of you. That's it. Let's get low. Stay with me. Come on. We've got it. All the way. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Into those plank knee slides. So this one really targets your deep core muscles, especially if you focus on the slide up. So get that knee up nice and high. You can modify to just doing knee to elbows, or modify to plank hold, or even kneeling plank. So wherever you are, stay up in your plank. 3, 2, 1. Good, rolling over. Coming into our hip lifts and squeeze. Really squeeze your bottom at the top. I want you to feel your hips open, belly button drawn in, lengthening through that lower back. Really try and focus on pressing through the heels now. Last few reps. Feel those glutes activate. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming into our hundreds. I might straighten out my legs to challenge myself here. So with any variation you're doing here, lower back pressing down to the ground. You shouldn't feel any pressure there. Pulsing those arms. Try and roll your shoulders up, crunch those abs. Neck nice and long, looking forward. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, guys. Now, if that wasn't enough for you and you still want a bit of a burn, feel free to rewind this video and do that circuit 3 times through again. Otherwise, we're going to get straight into stretches. So we're going to come into a kneeling stretch. Left leg forward, right leg behind. Place your hands on your front knee. Draw your belly button in. We're going to squeeze the right bottom here. Now, I really want you to focus on your breathing here. So open up the front of your chest, roll your shoulders back. All right, we're going to come into a little bit of a twist. So your right hand is going to come over your left knee and then reach your left hand back onto your hamstring. Use that front arm to push against the knee, looking back behind you, and now starting to push the hips forward. Good, gently releasing. We're going to bring that left foot back behind us, changing sides. So right leg in front now, hand on your front knee. Up nice and tall with the chest, belly button in, lengthening through your lower back. Push the hips forward here. All right, coming into that twist now. So left arm crosses across, right hand reaches back for the hamstring. Use that front arm to push against your knee. Look over your right shoulder. Keep your chest lifted here. Good, gently releasing, coming back to kneeling. We're going to crawl the hands forward, come into puppy pose here, so bottom pointing up to the sky. Guide your armpits down to the ground. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can build two TPs with your hands here, sinking the armpits down. You can even shake side to side. So remember, the deeper we breathe here, the more the body can relax into this stretch. Good, gently flattening the hands now. You're going to bring the elbows down to the ground. Bring your belly and chest forward. So we're into lying. We're going to place the hands just to either side of your rib cage here. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your legs together. We're going to roll the shoulders back, push through the hands all the way to up dog, rolling back with the chest, looking up. Big breaths here. Have a look over your right shoulder, drop your left hip. And changing sides, so try and drop that opposite hip down, feel that stretch. And change, try and keep your neck nice and long, push the ground away and change. Good, coming back to center, lowering down. We're going to press it back to child's pose. Taking 3 big breaths here. I want you to reach those arms out in front of you. Feel your back ribs expand as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, feel any tension shoot through your fingertips and away from your body. Last breath. And then slowly rolling up to kneeling. Give everything a nice big shake. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you had a great workout. I know I did, and I can't wait to see you next time.